Neptune is leaving Pisces and stepping into Aries for the first time in over 160 years. Neptune has been swimming through Pisces since 2011, bringing deep spiritual awakenings, illusions, and emotional lessons. But now the energy is changing big time. Neptune in Aries is bold, visionary, and ready to take action. The days of drifting, dreaming, and waiting for things to align are over. This transit is about turning dreams into reality, stepping into your power, and taking fearless action towards what you truly want. No more sitting back, no more waiting for a sign. Neptune in Aries is here to light a fire under you. This transit will awaken your courage, your intuition, and your ability to lead from a place of deep knowing. But it will also challenge you to let go of old illusions, break through spiritual stagnation, and claim your soul's mission with confidence. In this video, I'll break down exactly how Neptune's move into Aries will impact you by your rising sign, what energies you'll experience, and the key steps you need to take to align with this powerful shift. Are you ready to step into your next chapter? Let's dive in.
Aries. So Neptune is officially moving into your first house, marking a profound transformation in your identity, self-expression, and how you show up in the world. You're stepping into a new era of self-discovery, intuition, and personal power. For years, Neptune in Pisces worked behind the scenes in your 12th house, dissolving old versions of yourself, stripping away illusions, and forcing you to confront your subconscious fears, dreams, and hidden desires. You may have felt like you were lost in a fog at times, unsure of where you were going or who you are becoming. But now, you are emerging from the mist with a completely new vision of yourself. This transit is pushing you to fully embody your dreams, but with one major shift. No more just dreaming. This is about action. Neptune in Aries is awakening a part of you that is no longer content with just visualizing. You're ready to bring your dreams to life, no matter what it takes. You may feel an intense urge to reinvent yourself, and this could manifest in multiple ways. You might change your style, your career direction, your personal brand, or even the way you carry yourself in relationships. The energy of Neptune in Aries is about becoming a fearless version of yourself. One who isn't afraid to take risk, make bold moves, and trust in the unknown. However, Neptune can also bring illusions, over-idealization, and confusion when it first enters a new sign. As you embrace this energy, be mindful of who you are becoming and why. Are you stepping into your authentic self? Or are you chasing an illusion of what you think you should be? This transit will challenge you to break free from false identities and embody the truest version of you. Now, with Pluto in your 11th house, this transformation in your identity is deeply connected to your social circles, friendships, and the dreams you have for your future. The people you surround yourself with now will either propel you forward or hold you back. If you've been feeling disconnected from your community or uninspired by the people around you, this transit will make it impossible to ignore. Pluto is clearing out any friendships, social groups, or affiliations that no longer serve your highest potential. You might find yourself gravitating toward new, powerful connections, People who push you to grow, challenge your ideas, and support your next evolution. This is also a time where you may step into a leadership role within a community or movement. Your personal transformation isn't just about you. It's about how you inspire and impact others, whether it's through social media, activism, or a creative project. Your voice has the potential to reach far beyond your immediate circle. Expect your long-term goals and visions for the future to shift. What you thought you wanted may no longer align with the person you're becoming, and that's okay. This is about realigning with what truly excites you, not what you once felt obligated to pursue. Some of the best ways for you to work with this shifting Neptune energy is first to embrace reinvention. If you feel called to change your style, branding, or the way you present yourself, trust that instinct. This isn't just about superficial changes. It's about stepping into a version of yourself that feels fully aligned. Next is to lead with your intuition. Neptune in Aries is giving you heightened instincts and a stronger connection to your inner knowing. Trust it. If something feels right, don't hesitate. Take action. Next is to let go of outdated friendships. Pluto in your 11th house is revealing which relationships are built to last and which ones were only meant for a certain season of your life. If a connection is draining you or no longer aligned with your growth, it's okay to move on. Your new tribe is waiting. Next is to turn your dreams into reality. Neptune in Aries rewards action, not just imagination. This is the time to take that leap, launch that project, put yourself out there, and stop waiting for perfect timing. You are ready now. And finally, be mindful of illusions. Neptune's energy can sometimes blur reality, making it easy to chase unrealistic goals or fall for superficial transformations. Ask yourself, is this the real me? Check in with yourself before making drastic decisions. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I trust my instincts, embrace my highest vision, and step into the fearless leader I am meant to be. If this resonated for you, definitely let me know in the comments, and be sure to like, share with those who can also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to check out my offerings linked below if you want to dig even deeper into your spiritual energy. Thanks so much for watching. Taurus. So Neptune is officially moving into your 12th house, marking a profound period of spiritual awakening, deep introspection, and surrendering control. This is a time of dissolving old structures, letting go of past versions of yourself, and tapping into your highest level of intuition. For years, Neptune in Pisces was moving through your 11th house, shaping your vision for the future, shifting friendships, and expanding your dreams. But now, the focus turns inward. This transit is less about external success and more about deep inner transformation. The 12th house is a mysterious place. It rules the subconscious, the hidden realms, dreams, and spirituality. With Neptune here, you might find yourself drawn to meditation, healing, shadow work, and exploring the unseen forces of life. Your intuition is going to be heightened immensely, and you may start receiving messages through dreams, synchronicities, or gut feelings that feel impossible to ignore. At the same time, the 12th house can bring feelings of uncertainty, isolation, or even confusion about your path. Neptune dissolves what no longer serves you, and in the process, it can feel like you're losing parts of yourself. But this isn't a loss, it's a spiritual cleansing. You're shedding the outdated versions of yourself to step into something much greater. This is a powerful time for healing. If you've been carrying subconscious wounds, ancestral trauma, or emotional baggage that has held you back, Neptune is helping you release these burdens. But true healing requires surrender. The more you resist these shifts, the more overwhelming they may feel. This is a time to trust the process, lean into your faith, and allow yourself to be guided by something greater than logic alone. With Pluto in your 10th house, your spiritual awakening is directly tied to your career, public image, and life path. As you undergo deep internal changes, your outer world is shifting too. Pluto in the 10th is pushing you to step into a more powerful and authentic role in the world. But first, Neptune is asking you to reflect on why you do what you do. Are you pursuing a career that truly fulfills your soul? Or have you been chasing something that no longer aligns with you? This transit may bring powerful realizations about your purpose. Some of you may feel called to leave your job, switch careers, or take on a more spiritual or healing-focused path. Others may find that letting go of control and surrendering to divine timing is the missing piece in your success. You don't need to have all the answers right now. Your next chapter is unfolding, but first you have to trust that everything is happening exactly as it should. Now, some ways for you to work with this energy shift is to first prioritize spiritual growth. This is a time to deepen your connection to the unseen, whether through meditation, energy work, journaling, or simply listening to your intuition. Next is to let go of the need to control everything. The 12th house asks you to surrender and trust. Not everything will make sense right now, but that doesn't mean it's not leading you somewhere powerful. Next is to pay attention to your dreams and subconscious patterns. Neptune in the 12th will send you messages through dreams, symbols, and intuitive nudges. Write them down. Your higher self is speaking to you. Next is to release emotional baggage and old wounds. This is a powerful transit for healing past trauma, clearing limiting beliefs, and working through hidden fears that have been shaping your life behind the scenes. And finally, trust that your career and life path are evolving for the better. Pluto in the 10th is transforming your professional direction, and while things may feel uncertain now, what's being built will be far more powerful and aligned with your true self. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I trust the unknown, surrender to divine timing, and allow my soul to guide me toward my highest path. If this resonated, definitely let me know how this Neptune in Aries energy is showing up for you. And of course, be sure to like, share with those who can also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. Thanks so much for watching. Gemini, so Neptune is officially moving into your 11th house, bringing a powerful shift in your friendships, social circles, and long term dreams. This is a time of spiritual alignment, visionary thinking, and discovering who your true soul connections are. For many years, Neptune in Pisces was working through your 10th house, influencing your career, public image, and ambitions. You may have felt lost at times, unsure of what direction to take or questioning whether your path was truly fulfilling. Now, as Neptune shifts into Aries, the focus turns toward your community, your dreams for the future, and the people who support your vision. This transit is about finding your soul tribe. But first, Neptune will dissolve any friendships or affiliations that are no longer aligned with who you are becoming. If certain people start fading out of your life, don't fight it. You are stepping into a new phase, and the universe is ensuring that only those who uplift, inspire, and align with your true purpose remain. You might also start feeling called to pursue a dream that once felt impossible. The 11th house rules aspirations, goals, and your highest vision for yourself. Neptune in Aries is awakening your ability to dream big. But unlike Neptune in Pisces, this energy isn't about passive wishing. It's about actively chasing your vision with confidence. At the same time, Neptune can bring illusions and disillusionment in this area. Be mindful of who you trust, especially in social or networking situations. Not everyone who presents themselves as supportive has your best interests at heart. This is a time to sharpen your intuition and discern who truly belongs in your circle. With Pluto in your 9th house, your shifting dreams and friendships are directly tied to your belief system, spiritual growth, and how you see the world. You may start questioning old ideologies, expanding your spiritual understanding, or even feeling the urge to travel or relocate to find new inspiration. Pluto in the 9th is pushing you to think bigger, break free from limiting beliefs, and embrace a more expansive, empowered mindset. This transit could also indicate deep transformations through education, publishing, or sharing your wisdom with a larger audience. If you've been feeling the pull to teach, write, or put your message out into the world, Neptune and Pluto are aligning to support that vision. Now, some ways for you to tap into this energy shift is first to reevaluate your friendships and social circles. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. Let go of connections that feel draining, inauthentic, or misaligned. Next is to pursue your biggest dreams with action, not just imagination. Neptune in Aries is about chasing your dreams boldly. Take steps toward what you truly desire, even if it feels intimidating. Also, be mindful of false promises or illusions in social and networking spaces. Not everyone who presents themselves as an ally is genuinely supportive, so trust your instincts. Be sure to expand your mind and embrace new philosophies. Pluto in your 9th house is breaking old belief systems wide open. Be open to learning, traveling, or stepping onto a new spiritual path. And finally, consider ways to share your wisdom with others, whether it's through writing, teaching, or online platforms. Your voice and insights are meant to reach a larger audience. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I align with my highest dreams, trust my soul connections, and boldly pursue the future I desire. If this resonated, be sure to let me know how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you in the comments below. And of course, be sure to like, share this with those who could also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. And if this really spoke to you, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Cancer rising. So Neptune is officially moving into your 10th house, bringing a profound transformation in your career, public image, and life path. This is a time of deep spiritual alignment where you are being called to pursue a career and purpose that truly reflects your soul's calling. For years, Neptune in Pisces worked through your 9th house, expanding your belief systems, pushing you to explore new philosophies, and helping you to see life from a broader perspective. Now, as Neptune shifts into Aries, that wisdom is being channeled into your career and how you show up in the world. This transit is asking, are you following a path that truly fulfills you? Or have you been chasing success for the wrong reasons? Neptune in the 10th dissolves career illusions. So if you've been working towards something that no longer resonates, you may start feeling an internal pull to change direction. You might feel called to shift into a more creative, spiritual, or healing-oriented profession. Or you might start craving work that just feels more meaningful. However, Neptune can also bring uncertainty, confusion, or a sense of being lost in your career. If you start feeling unsure about your professional path, trust that this period is meant to reveal your true calling. At the same time, Neptune in Aries encourages bold action. If you've been dreaming of launching your own business, stepping into a leadership role, or pursuing a career that aligns with your spiritual purpose, this is your cosmic green light to go for it. With Pluto in your 8th house, your career transformation is deeply connected to your personal power, financial shifts, and the way you handle change. Pluto in the 8th is about deep internal evolution. This means that your success isn't just about external achievement. It's about reclaiming your power, overcoming fears, and letting go of old attachments to financial or societal expectations. For some, this could bring major financial shifts, whether through shared resources, investments, or stepping into a career that brings greater financial independence. You may also experience profound psychological transformations that reshape how you define success and purpose. This combination of Pluto and Neptune is urging you to follow your passion, step into your power, and trust that the universe is guiding you toward something better. Now, some of the best ways for you to work with this energy shift is, first, to align your career with your soul's purpose. If your work life feels unfulfilling, start exploring new directions that bring true meaning to your life. Next is to trust the process if you feel uncertain about your path. Neptune dissolves what no longer serves you, but it also brings new inspiration when you allow yourself to dream. Next is to let go of outdated definitions of success. Pluto in the 8th house is asking you to redefine what power, achievement, and wealth mean to you. Next is to embrace financial and personal transformation. This transit could bring financial shifts, whether through new income streams, deeper investments, or letting go of limiting money beliefs. And finally, Step into leadership. Neptune in Aries is activating your ability to inspire others. Don't be afraid to take bold steps toward a career that allows you to use your voice and influence. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I trust that my purpose is unfolding perfectly, and I boldly step into a career that aligns with my highest self. If this resonated for you, be sure to let me know how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you in the comments below. And of course, be sure to like, share with those who can also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. And if this really spoke to you, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. Thanks so much for being here. Leo. So Neptune is officially moving into your 9th house, bringing a powerful shift in your beliefs, spiritual growth, and life's bigger purpose. This is a period of deep expansion where you're being called to break free from limitations, trust your intuition, and explore new philosophies that awaken your soul. For years, Neptune in Pisces worked through your 8th house, dissolving old fears, helping you heal deep emotional wounds, and pushing you to confront your attachments to power, intimacy, and transformation. Now, as Neptune moves into Aries, it's time to step into a new way of thinking and living. The 9th house rules travel, higher learning, philosophy, and spiritual awakening. You might suddenly feel called to explore new belief systems, dive into astrology, spirituality, or personal development, or even traveling to places that shift your perspective. This transit is here to awaken your higher mind and push you beyond your comfort zone. However, Neptune can also bring illusions, confusion, or unrealistic expectations in this area. So you might find yourself questioning everything you once believed or feeling lost in a sea of possibilities. The key here is to embrace the unknown. Instead of looking for rigid answers, allow yourself to explore different perspectives and trust that your truth will reveal itself over time. This is also a powerful time for teaching, publishing, and sharing your wisdom with the world. If you've ever wanted to write a book, start a podcast, or teach others something that you're passionate about, Neptune in Aries is pushing you to take action. Now, with Pluto in your 7th house, the expansion that you're experiencing is directly connected to your relationships and partnerships. This means that your personal growth will be influenced by the people you attract into your life. You may find yourself connecting with mentors, teachers, or romantic partners who push you to think bigger and step into your highest potential. At the same time, Pluto in the 7th house is transforming the way you approach relationships. You're being called to form partnerships that align with your values and spiritual growth. If a connection feels limiting, controlling, or stagnant, Neptune and Pluto will work together to dissolve it so you can step into something more aligned. This is a time of spiritual and intellectual awakening, and the people in your life will either elevate you or hold you back. So choose wisely. Now, some ways that you can work with this energy shift is first to expand your spiritual and intellectual horizons. Dive into new teachings, explore different philosophies, and allow yourself to evolve beyond your current mindset. Next is to embrace travel and new experiences. Whether it's physically traveling to a new place or expanding your knowledge, This is your time to break free from limitations. Also, teach, write, or share your wisdom. Neptune in Aries is pushing you to take action. If you have knowledge or insights to share, now is the time to do it. Also, be sure to evaluate your relationships. Pluto in the 7th house is urging you to form powerful, aligned partnerships. If someone is limiting your growth, it may be time to let go. And finally, trust the unknown. This transit is about believing in something greater than yourself. You may not have all the answers yet, but the journey itself will lead you exactly where you're meant to be. A great affirmation for you to use with this Neptune and Aries energy is, I expand my mind, embrace new experiences, and trust that my journey is leading me to my highest truth. Be sure to let me know in the comments how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you. And be sure to like, share this with those who could also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. And if you want to dive even deeper, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Virgo. So Neptune is officially moving into your 8th house, marking a profound shift in your relationship with transformation, intimacy, shared resources, and personal power. This is a deeply spiritual and psychological transit, one that will challenge you to let go of control and trust in the unseen forces guiding your life. For years, Neptune in Pisces worked through your 7th house, dissolving illusions around relationships, partnerships, and the way you connect with others. You've likely learned some hard lessons about love, boundaries, and what true soul-aligned partnerships look like. Now, the focus turns inward. The 8th house is the realm of deep transformation, rebirth, and shadow work. With Neptune here, you are being asked to release old attachments, fears, and emotional wounds that have been controlling you behind the scenes. This is about shedding the past, healing at a soul level, and learning to embrace trust, vulnerability, and surrender. This transit may also bring changes in financial matters, particularly around shared resources, investments, debts, or inheritances. Neptune can sometimes create confusion in this area, so it's important to be mindful of financial illusions, unclear agreements, or relying too heavily on others for your stability. On the flip side, this can be an incredible time for attracting abundance, but only when you fully trust in your worth and ability to receive. You may also experience a heightened connection to spiritual and intuitive realms. Your psychic abilities, dreams, and intuition are strengthening, and you may feel called to explore energy work, astrology, mysticism, or deep psychological healing. Neptune in the 8th is about embracing the unknown. It's a time of shedding old identities and stepping into a more empowered, spiritually aligned version of yourself. But first, you have to be willing to let go. Now, with Pluto in your 6th house, this transformation is directly connected to your daily habits, routines, health, and work life. This means that the deep inner changes you are experiencing are going to affect your external reality as well. If you've been clinging to rigid routines, unhealthy work habits, or patterns of overworking, Pluto is forcing you to restructure your daily life in a way that supports your transformation. This is also a time where you may feel called to integrate more spiritual or holistic practices into your daily routine. Whether it's energy healing, meditation, or a complete overhaul of your wellness habits, your body and mind are evolving to match the internal shifts happening within you. Now, the best way to work with this energy shift is first, release control and surrender to transformation. The eighth house is about letting go of what no longer serves you. Trust that what's leaving your life is making space for something more aligned. Next is to be mindful of financial matters. Avoid unclear contracts, shady business deals, or relying too heavily on external sources for security. Trust in your ability to create wealth on your own terms. Next is to explore your shadow side. This is a powerful time for shadow work, subconscious healing, and breaking free from emotional patterns that have kept you stuck. Also, prioritize spiritual and emotional wellness. Pluto in the sixth house is urging you to shift your daily habits and routines to support your transformation. Listen to what your body and mind need. And finally, strengthen your intuition. Neptune in the eighth house is heightening your spiritual gifts. Pay attention to your dreams, gut feelings, and synchronicities. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I trust in the process of transformation, release control, and allow abundance and healing to flow into my life. Be sure to let me know in the comments how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you. And be sure to like, share with those who can also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. And if you want to dig even deeper, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. Thanks so much for being here. Libra. So Neptune is officially moving into your seventh house, bringing a powerful shift in your relationships, partnerships, and the way you connect with others. This is a deeply spiritual transit that will challenge you to redefine what love, commitment, and connection truly mean to you. Now, for years, Neptune in Pisces worked through your sixth house, influencing your daily routines, health, and work habits. You've likely had to learn important lessons about balance, self-care, and setting boundaries with your time and energy. Now, as Neptune enters Aries, the focus shifts from your daily grind to your one-on-one relationships. This transit is about soul-aligned connections, whether romantic, business, or personal. If a relationship isn't built on truth, trust, and authenticity, Neptune will dissolve the illusion. Some connections may fade away, while others may take on a deeper, more spiritual meaning. You may also experience a stronger pull toward idealistic or deeply romantic connections. Neptune in the seventh house can make you crave a fairy tale romance or a partnership that feels otherworldly. But be mindful. Neptune can blur reality, making it easy to fall into illusions or project fantasies onto people who may not be who they seem. On the flip side, if you've been fearful of commitment or hesitant to open your heart, this transit will push you to soften, trust, and allow love to flow in. The key is discernment, learning to embrace deep connection while staying grounded in reality. This transit may also bring partnerships that are spiritually significant. You could attract a mentor, soulmate, or even a business collaboration that feels divinely guided. Your relationships are evolving. Choose wisely who you allow into your space. With Pluto in your 5th house, the shifts happening in your relationships are directly tied to your self-expression, creativity, and the way you experience joy. Pluto in the 5th is teaching you to step into your personal power, embrace what makes you unique, and release fears around being truly seen. This means your relationships must now align with your most authentic self. No more playing a role to make others happy. This also means your love life is undergoing a deep transformation. Some of you may experience intense romantic connections, passionate affairs, or a complete shift in the way you approach dating and love. If a relationship isn't built on mutual growth, it may not survive this transit. For some, this can also bring creative breakthroughs, whether in art, business, or self-expression. The more you step into your power, the more aligned partnerships you will attract. Now, some of the best ways for you to work with this Neptune and Aries energy is be mindful of illusions in partnerships. Not everyone is who they seem, so trust actions over words and listen to your intuition. Next is to release outdated relationship patterns. If you've been attracting the same unhealthy dynamics, this is your chance to break free and rewrite your love story. Next is to embrace soul-aligned partnerships. Whether romantic, business, or friendships, choose connections that inspire and uplift you. Next is to step into your power in love and creativity. Pluto in the 5th house is pushing you to fully own who you are and stop compromising your authenticity for approval. And finally, allow yourself to experience deep love. If you've been afraid of true emotional intimacy, this transit is inviting you to open up and trust in love again. Now, a great affirmation for you to work with this Neptune and Aries energy is, I attract relationships that align with my highest self, rooted in truth, trust, and deep spiritual connection. If this resonated, be sure to let me know how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you in the comments below. And be sure to share this with those who can also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. And if you really want to dive even deeper, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Scorpio. So Neptune is officially moving into your 6th house, bringing a major shift in your routines, health, work habits, and overall well-being. Now, this transit is pushing you to find a deeper sense of meaning in your daily life and to create a lifestyle that supports both your physical and spiritual growth. Now, for years, Neptune in Pisces worked through your 5th house, influencing your creativity, self-expression, and romantic life. You may have been on a journey of exploring your passions, but also dealing with illusions in love, creativity blocks, or uncertainty about what truly brings you joy. Now, as Neptune shifts into Aries, the focus is turning toward how you take care of yourself, your body, and your daily responsibilities. This transit will inspire you to break free from rigid structures and find more fluid, intuitive ways to manage your daily life. So you might feel drawn toward holistic health, alternative healing, or spiritual practices that help you feel more aligned. At the same time, Neptune can bring confusion, fatigue, or even burnout if you're not careful. The sixth house rules work and routines. So if you've been overextending yourself, this transit will force you to slow down and listen to your body. Neptune in Aries isn't about forcing yourself into a strict routine. It's about finding what truly works for you. You may need to let go of the traditional hustle mindset and embrace a more intuitive, energy-driven approach to work and self-care. This is also a powerful transit for spiritual integration. Your daily habits and work need to align with your soul's purpose. If your job drains you or your routines feel uninspired, this is your sign to make a change. Now, with Pluto in your fourth house, the changes happening in your daily life and health are deeply connected to your home, family, and emotional foundations. Pluto is bringing deep transformation to your inner world, family relationships, and sense of security. This means that any shifts you make in your work or daily life are also tied to healing old wounds, breaking ancestral cycles, and creating a more stable and nurturing foundation for yourself. For some, this could manifest as changes in your living situation, family dynamics, or emotional healing around childhood patterns. You may realize that in order to thrive in your daily life, you first need to heal something at the root. This combination of Neptune and Pluto is asking you to merge practicality with intuition. Build a daily life that nourishes both your body and soul. Now, some ways for you to work with this energy shift is listen to your body. Neptune in the sixth house can bring fatigue or burnout if you ignore your physical needs. So prioritize rest, wellness, and self-care. Next is to redefine your work habits. If your job drains you, find ways to make work more fulfilling or aligned with your purpose. This may involve shifting careers, freelancing, or changing how you approach your daily task. Next is to embrace holistic healing. Neptune in the sixth favors alternative health practices, energy healing, and intuitive wellness routines. Try incorporating meditation, breath work, or spiritual practices into your daily routine. Next is to set boundaries with responsibilities. If you've been overcommitting, it's time to establish healthier work-life balance and say no to draining obligations. And finally, heal emotional wounds that affect your daily life. Pluto in the fourth house is urging you to clear out past emotional baggage so you can create a stable and peaceful foundation. A great affirmation for you to use for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I create a daily life that nourishes my body, mind, and soul, allowing me to work and heal in alignment with my highest self. If this resonated for you, be sure to let me know how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you in the comments below. And of course, be sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. And if you want to dive even deeper, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Sagittarius. So Neptune is officially moving into your fifth house, bringing a transformative shift in your creativity, self-expression, love life, and what truly brings you joy. This is a deeply inspirational and artistic transit, one that will push you to reconnect with your passions, embrace romance, and tap into your most creative, free-spirited self. For years, Neptune in Pisces has been moving through your fourth house, dissolving old emotional wounds, reshaping your relationship with home, and helping you to heal deep ancestral patterns. You may have felt lost when it came to your sense of belonging or security, but now the focus shifts to fun, creativity, and true self expression. The fifth house rules happiness, romance, creativity, children, and taking risk. And with Neptune here, you're being invited to rediscover what truly lights you up. This transit is calling you to step into a new level of artistic expression, romantic openness, and bold self-confidence. You may feel drawn to creative pursuits like music, painting, writing, filmmaking, acting, or dance. Or you may simply feel a deep desire to bring more playfulness and passion into your daily life. Neptune in Aries wants you to take action on your dreams. If you've been stuck in your head, overanalyzing, or waiting for the right time, this is your push to stop hesitating and just create. This transit will also have a big impact on your love life. Neptune in the fifth house can bring soulmate level romance, or, if you're not careful, illusions in love. Be mindful of falling for unrealistic fantasies, chasing unavailable partners, or projecting ideals onto people who haven't earned that pedestal. If you're already in a relationship, this transit can reignite passion, inspire more romance, and deepen your emotional connection. Now, with Pluto currently in your third house, the transformations you're experiencing in your creativity and love life are directly tied to your mindset, communication style, and how you share your voice with the world. Pluto in the third house is pushing you to speak your truth, tell your story, and express yourself in ways that impact others. If you've been holding back from writing, speaking, or sharing your message, this transit is breaking down any fears that you have about being fully seen. This could also be a time of big revelations about how you communicate in love and relationships. If you've struggled with misunderstandings, misalignment, or feeling unheard, Pluto is showing you where you need to be more direct, honest, and empowered in how you express your needs. Your words and ideas are gaining power, and when combined with Neptune's influence, you have the ability to create something truly magical. Now, some of the best ways for you to work with this shifting energy is first, create without fear. Whether it's art, music, writing, or any form of self-expression, now is the time to take risk and bring your creative visions to life. Next is to embrace love, but stay grounded. Neptune in the fifth house brings dreamy romance, but make sure you're seeing people for who they truly are, not for what you want them to be. Next is to stop holding back your voice. Pluto in the third house is transforming the way you communicate. Use this energy to speak boldly, write authentically, and share your story. Next is to prioritize joy and play. This transit wants you to rediscover what makes you happy. Make time for fun, adventure, and passion. It's part of your spiritual growth. And finally, take creative risk. If you've been sitting on a creative project, waiting for the perfect time, that time is now. Your dreams need action. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is I fearlessly express my creativity, embrace love with clarity, and take bold action toward my dreams. If this resonated, be sure to let me know how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you in the comments below. And of course, be sure to like, share this with your friends who could also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. And if you want to dive even deeper, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Capricorn rising. So Neptune is officially moving into your 4th house, bringing a profound transformation to your home, family life, emotional well-being, and sense of inner security. This transit is urging you to release the past, heal emotional wounds, and create a foundation that truly nourishes your soul. Now, for years, Neptune in Pisces has been moving through your 3rd house, influencing the way that you think, communicate, and process information. You may have experienced mental fog, shifting perspectives, or a struggle to fully trust your own intuition. Now, as Neptune shifts into Aries, the focus turns inward to your heart, your roots, and your deepest sense of belonging. The 4th house rules your home, family, ancestral patterns, and inner emotional landscape. This transit is about finding or creating a place where you feel truly safe, spiritually aligned, and at peace. For some, this may bring a physical move, a desire to relocate, or changes within your household. You may feel called to live somewhere that feels more inspiring, freeing, or spiritually fulfilling. For others, this will be a deeply emotional and ancestral healing journey. Neptune in the 4th house dissolves old wounds, making it easier to access deep emotional truths, but also bringing the potential for confusion, nostalgia, and idealizing the past. If you find yourself romanticizing childhood memories or clinging to outdated emotional patterns, this transit is here to help you to release what no longer serves you and build something new. This is also a time when your connection to the unseen realms may strengthen. You could feel more in tune with your intuition, receive messages through dreams, or feel the presence of ancestors or spiritual guides more strongly. Neptune in Aries is asking, what does home truly mean to you? It's time to build a life, both externally and internally, that feels safe, inspiring, and deeply aligned with your soul. Now, with Pluto in your 2nd house, the transformations happening in your home and emotional world are directly tied to your self-worth, finances, and sense of stability. This means that your relationship with security, both emotional and financial, is undergoing a complete transformation. You may be redefining what true stability means to you, breaking free from outdated fears about money, or stepping into a more empowered mindset when it comes to abundance. For some, this may bring financial shifts that allow you to create a more stable home environment. For others, it's about learning that true security comes from within, not just from external achievements or material success. Pluto in the 2nd house is also pushing you to own your value and claim what you truly deserve. If there have been deep-seated fears around money, worthiness, or security, this is the time to confront and transform them. Now, some of the best ways that you can work with this energy shift is 1, Redefine what home and security means to you. Whether it's a physical move or an emotional shift, this transit is helping you create a true foundation for yourself. Next is to heal emotional and ancestral wounds. This is a powerful time for inner healing. Work through childhood patterns, past trauma, and anything that keeps you stuck in emotional cycles. Next is to trust your intuition. Neptune in the fourth heightens psychic awareness, so pay attention to your dreams, gut feelings, and spiritual messages. Next is to release fears around financial security. Pluto in the second house is helping you build true confidence in your ability to attract abundance. And finally, create a home environment that nourishes your soul, whether it's redecorating, moving, or setting energetic boundaries in your living space. Make your home a sanctuary. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I release the past, trust my inner wisdom, and create a home both within myself and in the world that nourishes my soul. If this resonated, be sure to let me know how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you in the comments below. And be sure to like, share this with your friends who could also benefit from this information, and subscribe for more. And if you want to dive even deeper, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. Thanks so much for watching. Aquarius. So Neptune is officially moving into your third house, bringing a powerful transformation in the way that you communicate, think, learn, and express yourself. This is a deeply intuitive and visionary transit that will push you to trust your voice, sharpen your instincts, and share your message with confidence. For years, Neptune in Pisces worked through your second house, dissolving illusions around money, self-worth, and material security. You may have had to break free from limiting beliefs about abundance and redefine what truly holds value in your life. Now, as Neptune moves into Aries, the energy shifts toward how you express those realizations, how you communicate with the world, and how you expand your mindset. The third house rules your thoughts, ideas, writing, speaking, social interactions, and even how you absorb and process information. With Neptune here, you may feel more intuitive, creative, and spiritually attuned in your communication. You might find yourself drawn to writing, poetry, podcasting, filmmaking, or using your voice in new and inspired ways. Your words hold more power now, whether spoken, written, or shared through creative projects. However, Neptune can also bring mental fog, scattered thoughts, or confusion. You might feel like your mind is full of ideas but struggle to organize them. Be mindful of distractions, misinformation, and over-romanticizing certain ideas or narratives. Stay grounded in discernment and learn to trust your inner truth over external noise. This transit will also impact your daily conversations and social interactions. You may attract more spiritual or artistic individuals into your life, or you may find yourself feeling disconnected from those who can't match your evolving way of thinking. Pay attention to the people and messages that inspire you. It's time to align with higher frequency connections. Now, with Pluto in your first house, the way you communicate and think is directly tied to your identity and personal transformation. Pluto in the first is reshaping how you see yourself, how you show up in the world, and the power you hold. This means that your words, ideas, and messages are becoming more impactful. People will start seeing you as an authority, visionary, or someone with deep insight. But with great power comes great responsibility. So use your words wisely. This is a time where you may be stepping into leadership, teaching, or guiding others in some way. What you say will influence others, so make sure it aligns with your highest path. This transit may also bring profound mindset shifts. If you've been holding on to limiting beliefs, old ways of thinking, or self-doubt, Pluto is here to burn those away and rebuild your confidence in your ideas. Now, some of the best ways that you can work with this energy shift is first to use your voice with intention. Whether it's through writing, speaking, or creative expression, your words carry more power than ever. Next is to trust your intuition in conversations. Not everything people say is true. Learn to read between the lines and trust your gut instincts. Next is to be mindful of mental fog and distractions. Neptune in the third can sometimes create confusion, so stay grounded in clarity and truth. Next is to surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire your thinking. If your conversations feel empty, seek out deeper, more meaningful connections. And finally, step into your personal power through communication. Pluto in the first is pushing you to own your voice, speak with confidence, and share your message without fear. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I trust my voice, speak my truth with confidence, and embrace the power of my words to inspire and create change. If this resonated, be sure to let me know how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you in the comments below. And of course, be sure to like, share this with your friends who could also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. And if you want to dive even deeper, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. I appreciate you, and thanks so much for watching. Pisces. So Neptune is officially moving into your second house, bringing a powerful transformation in your self-worth, money mindset, and relationship with abundance. This is a deeply spiritual and financial shift, one that will challenge you to release scarcity thinking, trust in your ability to create wealth, and align with a new sense of inner and outer value. For years, Neptune in Pisces has been moving through your first house, reshaping your identity, dissolving old versions of yourself, and leading you through a period of deep personal transformation. You may have felt lost at times, unsure of who you were becoming, or uncertain about what direction to take. Now, the focus shifts from self-discovery to self-worth and financial empowerment. The second house rules money, possessions, stability, and confidence in your own talents. With Neptune here, you're being called to rewrite the story of what you believe you deserve, both financially and emotionally. You may experience unexpected financial blessings, intuitive downloads about wealth creation, or a deep inner knowing that you are meant for more abundance. However, Neptune can also bring financial illusions, confusion, or a tendency to ignore practical money matters. Be mindful of impulse spending, unclear financial agreements, or relying too much on external sources for security. Neptune in Aries wants you to take action toward financial independence and trust in your ability to create stability for yourself. At its highest expression, this transit can awaken a deep sense of spiritual wealth, knowing that true abundance comes from alignment with your purpose and belief in yourself. The more you trust in your value, the more the universe will reflect that back to you. With Pluto in your 12th house, the shifts that you're experiencing around self-worth and money are deeply connected to subconscious healing, spiritual growth, and releasing old karmic patterns. Pluto in the 12th is working behind the scenes, helping you break free from hidden fears, self-doubt, and any unconscious beliefs that have been limiting your ability to receive abundance. This is a powerful time for spiritual breakthroughs, shadow work, and releasing any attachments to past struggles. You're learning that true security isn't just about money. It's about trusting in yourself and the universe. Some of you may feel drawn to mystical or healing professions, using your spiritual gifts to generate income. Others may find that as they release past emotional baggage, their ability to attract abundance expands naturally. Neptune and Pluto together are pushing you to step into your power, trust in your worth, and allow financial and emotional abundance to flow freely into your life. Now, some of the best ways that you can work with this energy shift is first, align your money mindset with abundance. If you've struggled with financial limitations, start affirming that wealth and success are your birthright. Next is to be mindful of financial illusions. Avoid risky investments, unclear contracts, or relying too much on others for security. This is about building your wealth your way. Next is to own your value. Whether in work, business, or personal relationships, stop underestimating yourself and start asking for what you deserve. Next is to release limiting beliefs about success. Pluto in the 12th is clearing subconscious blocks. Trust that you are capable of building a secure and prosperous life. And finally, follow your intuition when making financial moves. Neptune in Aries wants you to take action, but make sure your actions align with your highest vision. A great affirmation for you for this Neptune and Aries energy is, I trust in my worth, align with abundance, and confidently create the stability and success I deserve. If this resonated, be sure to let me know how this Neptune and Aries energy is showing up for you in the comments. And be sure to like, share this with your friends who could also benefit from this message, and subscribe for more. And if this really spoke to you, be sure to check out my offerings linked below. I appreciate you, and thanks so much for watching.